Hey, well, welcome to the channel. It's Sunday, about 3 o'clock, and I thought I'd come up to the moat and walk around. I'm going to walk around a little bit on the outside in the Haya district. I believe that's what it's called. But I'm going to try to find a hotel over here. My friend's coming up and staying next week, and he's picked a hotel over here, and I thought I'd show it to him before he gets here. And we'll just walk around over here. I've not been through this area too much, so I don't know that much about it. I know I walked around the Smith residence, but I'm going to try to get a little bit on the east side of that today and walk around a little bit and show you around in there. It's a beautiful day here in Chiang Mai. We had rain yesterday, I mean really bad rain, and it's really cleared the air up. The sky's nice and clear, it's nice and cool, and it's really what we needed. But yesterday, John used to have John of Asia, now John Canton. He came up and we went up on the mountain and up off of Samong Road up to the Hmong village and rode up into the fields where they used to grow vegetables. They still do, but now they've opened up some kind of resort type things where you can sit and watch the clouds come in and stuff. It was really nice. We flew the drone, met another guy up there riding a motorcycle, and just had a good conversation with him. And I got some decent drone footage. I'm going to put it up in this video so y'all can see it. But anyway, this is where we're at, and I'll turn the video camera around, and I'm going to try to cross the street, I think right here, and get back in here and see where I'm at. Lots of people up here today. Seems like we have an influx of visitors now, which is good, and hopefully it'll stay that way. Maybe I need to go to the next street. I can't really tell. I should have brought my phone, but I didn't do it. Yeah, we'll go to the next street and go left and then cut back, or it could be down in here. I don't know. I'll walk down in here a little ways. I can never get across the street. I may have to go up to the crosswalk. You can see there's a lot of traffic today. This is my second attempt at doing a video. I hate to say it. I came up earlier and shot one inside the moat and walked around for quite a long time. And I got back to the house, put the video in, and for some reason, you know, GoPros, they when you record a video, they do it in chunks of files. And my first chunk came out fine. The second one, it played about halfway through and stopped. And so I got home, I basically had no video, and I was a little bit aggravated, but I don't let that stop me. I'll come out and do another one. That's okay. I can use the exercise, and I really enjoy this fresh air. I'm going to cross the street right here. Now, see, legally, if you're in the crosswalk, they're supposed to stop. Now, let's see if anybody stops. I doubt it. And you just taking your life in your own hands when you cross the street. After that, if you're not even looking, after that doctor was hit, they really tried to crack down on the crosswalks. And really, instead of enforcing the law, what they're doing is they're doing away with the crosswalks now. And it's crazy, just absolutely crazy. Yeah, Golden Bell, we'll take a left here and walk down here and look around. I don't know what this place is. This looks like, oh, a dental clinic. But other than that, everything up here is really nice. Like I said, the weather is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Look at those blue skies. If it was like this every day, it'd be wonderful. Oh, it's a fancy coffee shop. Everybody's getting their selfie done. Old place, new soul. Huh. Well, Charlie, you'll have something to photograph when you get up here. I'll bet this is his hotel right here. Nope, there it is, Golden Bell. I don't know what this place is. I've never been back in this alley before. Swaddy Cop. Where do I come from? America.
Where do you going?
Oh, I'm just going walking around. A friend of mine is going to stay in this hotel next week, so I thought I'd show it to him. Golden Bell.
Yeah.
And I live here. I've lived here 11 years, but I've never been back through here before. But I'm just walking around making a video and showing him where he's going to stay.
Yeah, okay.
Take care.
Yeah.
There you go. There's the Golden Bell. Golden Bell Hotel. A lot of people are living in these things. Not bad, it's right off the main road, not a long walk, that's for sure. Got a couple of kitties here. Hey, kitty, 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 kitty. Oh, more than a couple, there's 3 or 4. Assembly point. Police hotel, huh. Well, we'll turn around and walk out. And I saw a couple other things up here on the left I want to show you. You always wonder what they do with these food carts at night or during the day when they're not using them. And up here I saw where they were parking them. Hello. Swaddy Cop. People definitely friendly enough. House of Body. Huh. Huh. Interesting little place. Mimosa Hotel. See, we're just right around the corner from Chiang Mai Gate, and it looks like they park their food trucks right over here in this alley. It's a nice townhouse. Anyone wants to inquire about the rent, the phone number is 0812358127. I bet it's high dollar. Look at them lined up to take their pictures. That is so cool. Yeah, down here is where looks like where they keep the food trucks. We'll be nosy. It's amazing what they can fit on these carts. You know, we've got 2 ladies in our village that have one, and they push those things every single night. And they'll start out about 4 o'clock, go set up, and then about 8:30, 9 o'clock, they're pushing them back. Boat noodle. Huh. Pretty neat. And they have everything that they use right here on these carts. From the tables, the cooking utensils, the only thing they don't have in there is the food. They'll bring that out. And they can set these things up in no time flat and cook some damn good food. I'll put it to you, they can put out some good food out of these carts. And that was one of the things that I was really disappointed that when you go to Bangkok now, you know, they've eliminated a lot of those food vendors, which is really kind of sad because they cook some good food. I can remember one night Lek and I got into Bangkok about 10 o'clock, and we always stayed on Soy 7-Eleven. I don't want to interrupt her picture. Hello. Can you say hello to all my friends on YouTube?
Hello, a friend from YouTube. Where are you from?
America.
America. Hello.
Oh, I know where my buddy's going to be. He's coming up with his entourage of his girlfriend and her girlfriend's daughters. And I think there's, I don't know how many there'll be. There may be 3 or 4. He's cooking noodles now. But I bet he'll be standing there with his Nikon for quite a while. We'll go down here to this light and make a left. Very sharp left. Remember I was telling you these things floating all over Chiang Mai. You just find them in just some of the weirdest locations. They just build the buildings around them, which is cool. They need to preserve as much of this city as they can. That was one of the things that I was very impressed with the Lampong over. See, they're not all set up now. They're just starting to set up over there. In about another hour, that place will be mobbed. A local donut shop, a pastry shop. Yeah, we'll walk down this way. I know I've walked this before, but now you can see it when things are starting to open up. It's good to see the businesses coming back to life and a little bit of life coming back into Chiang Mai. Now it's not, it's not back 100% of what it was, that's for sure, but it sure is a whole lot better. I think I was reading the statistics today, and they had 192 new cases in Chiang Mai of COVID, and then I think it was 10,000 in the country. So yeah, I'm in a hotel. So really the numbers aren't going down, but nobody seems to be concerned about it. And I guess we have what we have, and we'll just have to go with it. Yeah, this is a cool little area. Smith Residence. Now look at all the motorbikes. That's a lot of bikes. Can't tell if they're renting them or selling them. That's a lot of bikes to rent. It's a Japanese restaurant. I saw a place today just up from Taipei, south of Taipei, and Chinese food. And it looked really, really good. Italian food, homemade pizza, lasagna, minestrone soup, pad thai. Whew. Mellow pillow. Huh. Then you get the Smith residence right behind it, all closed. Kind of a neat old area of town. White Bikes Rentals. Cozy Coffee Bistro. There you go. Here's another one. I think we'll go here and we'll walk left. Don't think we will. I don't think we can get through. Kind of neat. Yeah, we'll keep walking down this way a little bit. If I can see an alley or something to cut right, I will. Usually in between these buildings, they usually keep an alley open where you can walk back through to the next street, but I haven't seen one yet. Chiang Mai Gate Hotel. Pretty neat. Let's see if this is an alley. I believe it is. Well, I think I'll walk down to this next street. Or, oh, this looks cool. I'll make this left on Soi 2. Because I know I've walked that before. But I didn't go this way, so we'll try this way. And if I get home and this video doesn't work, I'm going to be really upset. Yeah, Suralong Road, lane 2. This is neat stuff. This stuff doesn't need any dirt or anything like that. You just hang it and water it, and it'll grow just like that. I've got about 3 or 4 of them out in front of my house. Hopefully one day they'll start blocking out the sun. I have never been back in this area before, so we'll find out where it goes. I talked to somebody yesterday on Facebook, and they had asked a question about living in Chiang Mai and depending on a bicycle for their sole means of transportation. Well, that's very possible, and it's very doable, depending on where you lived. And when we got down to the point of where he was going to live, him and his wife and his child, which from the pictures I would say the kid's probably 12 to 18 months. But they were, they were renting a teak house in a village off of near Highway 121 and the Ping River. Now, I don't know if y'all are familiar with that area or not, but there's nothing there. There's a 7-Eleven, there's a couple of markets, there's one big market, but that's it. Yeah, local barber shop. And the 2 main roads into the city, which is it's about 11 kilometers, is Highway 107, and the Teamsters here. Hello. and Highway 1001. Now both of those roads, I've ridden them both from end to end on the bicycle, and they're not, you know, it's not your ideal road to want to ride on by any means. But and then I explained to him, one of the questions I asked him, first thing I asked him when I saw what I thought was going to be their house, because I had it on their profile, I said, have you ever been to Chiang Mai? And his response was, yeah, he'd been to Chiang Mai about 5 or 10 years ago. Well, that told me one thing, that if they're going to rent that house, they're renting it sight unseen. You know, they're just renting it from the pictures. And they have no idea what kind of village it's in. And you know, that right there will make or break you, because whatever is around that house is the way it's going to be. Now, if you've got 6 or 7 crazy dogs in the neighborhood that bark all night and chase you up and down the street, that's the way it's going to be. And no amount of complaining, no amount of calling whoever you'd call is going to change that. And I was trying to, wow, I've never seen this stuff before. I was trying to explain that to him, you know, that it's just not a good thing to do. And, you know, people come over here for a couple of weeks and they might stay in a homestay that's, you know, a teak wood house. Say, oh, this is so nice. And, you know, just, you know, we're out in the village, you know, with all the culture and living like the Thai people do, and oh, this is just so great. Yeah, it's great for 2 weeks, maybe, if you last that long. But what you don't understand is that wears off real quick. And you know, when you're looking for a place to live for any good length of time, you know, the first thing you look at is, where's the hospital? How am I going to get to the hospital? Where am I going to get my food? You know, how far is 7-Eleven from the house? How am I going to get around? And a bicycle just isn't going to cut it. It's just not going to do it. So, you know, I told him, and I don't think it sunk in. You know, he just said, thank you, and that was it. But, you know, I hate to see people plan something and plan for that. I personally feel like it'll fail. You know, he might like it for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe a month, but then that shit's going to get old. You know, I enjoy, you know, riding through the village, and I enjoy meeting the people. But I don't think I would enjoy living in the village, because it's a lot different. You know, you get, you know, just like that house we just went by, it's got all those roosters. You know, you're very likely to have somebody raising roosters right under your back window. And there's no talking to these people. I mean, it's just not going to happen. They're not going to change. If you talk to them, then you're an outcast. And a perfect example I'll give you, as far as how Thai people are, you know, I kind of have this motto now. We don't hire anybody to do anything that lives around us, that we have to see every day or might pass every day, because once you do that, they claim you and they expect you to hire them every single time. And back when we lived in the first rental house, we hired this guy from the Mubon who had a lawn company to come and cut down a bunch of bamboo that had grown, oh, probably 15 feet high. Wow, look at this place. This is neat. Now see, there's no screens, no windows, definitely no air conditioning. Now tell me how a foreigner is going to live like that in the hot summer months, let alone during the smoky season. It ain't going to happen, folks. don't dream beyond your limits. It just doesn't make good sense. But anyway, back to that story. Here's a body shop here. Back to that story. We hired the guy. He came and did it, and he charged the hell out of us. I mean, really overcharged us. And you know, my mistake, Lex's mistake for not asking him how much before he started. And so we never hired him again. We hired somebody else to take care of our yard from there. Hey, doggy. And every time he saw Lek or I, he'd never look at us. He'd look the other way. And it's just the way they are. So, you know, you're best off not hiring people. We had the same thing with a guy in our Move On Now. Lek hired him to clean the air conditioners. And he came once, did a great job. Came the second time, and he was done wickety split. He was just one of them, and I had 3 air conditioners to clean. And he was done real quick. And I watched him. He did the insides, but I didn't see him do the outsides. And I didn't, you know, I didn't really think that much about it. Well, he left, and at the time I wasn't there to check my air conditioner when he left. So I go in my room and turned on my air conditioner. Well, the lights just started going crazy. I mean, it was just not doing what it was supposed to do. And it wasn't blowing cold air like it should. And I told Lek, I said, call him, tell him to get back here and fix it. And this is like on a Thursday that he did this. And Lek calls him. There goes the van's being escorted. And she calls him. He said, well, I can't get back there till Tuesday. Now, this guy has to almost pass my house to get home. And it's Thursday. He's not out of town. And I told Lek, I said, tell him our air conditioner isn't. She did, and he said, no, I can't get back there till Tuesday. And I was just livid. You know, I just said, that's it. He'll never do our air conditioners again. And when he came, you know, I told him, I said, this ain't, you know, it's not right. And he just kind of shook his head and smiled and nodded and did all that stuff and fixed it and left. Well, Lex sees him every morning when she does her exercises. And it's about time for us to have our air conditioners done again. Well, he asked Lex, he said, you know, I need to come do your air conditioners again. And Lex says, nope, I'll call you. And about 2 or 3 weeks go by, she sees him again. He asks the same thing. She says, no, when they're ready to be done, I'll call you. And now he won't even look at her. I guess he's figured out that he's lost our business. So that's the kind of things you run into. So it's better to hire somebody that you don't know and check them out. Nobody that you live around. You know, it's okay if a friend recommends somebody that they're using, but if there's somebody that you have to pass every day, you'd be a whole lot more comfortable if you pick somebody else that doesn't live around you. And we've been bit twice by that, and we won't be bit again. Well, we are back to where we started from, so I'm going to cross the street. It looks like I'm getting a break here. And let's go home and let's hope this video works. If it doesn't, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll have to figure out what's wrong with my GoPro. But yeah, it's just one of them things. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this little walk and this little talk that we had. You know, it's kind of, I try to pass on things that I've learned from. Now, I've made all the mistakes, and you know, if I can tell you my mistakes and keep you all or somebody from making another one, well, that's, you know, that's kind of the point of these videos. And I don't really give advice. I kind of give my opinion. So I might be wrong, you know, who knows, but I'm still entitled to my opinion, and I'll voice it. If I'm wrong, well, you know, that's another thing. But anyway, we're gonna make it across the street, and I think we're gonna go get something to eat. Yeah, there's one loaded down. I saw two foreigners on a scooter today. I could tell they just rented it. They were both wearing big backpacks, the big ones. He had one in the front, she had one on the back, and then she was holding another one in each arm. And I couldn't get the camera out fast enough to get a picture of it. I wish I could have. It would have been interesting. But anyway, we're gonna move on. Hope you all had a great weekend, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.